Okay, so bet it is soup season. This is one of my favorite and go-to soups that me and my family like to eat. As the weather and the season starts to change, it's a chicken and rice soup, healthy and it's pretty hearty. I like to start off by melting about a tablespoon and a half, maybe 2 tablespoons of ghee into a large stock pot, and to that I'm going to add three chicken thighs seasoned with some salt and pepper right when that ghee starts to smoke. Okay, we'll get those in on the first side for about 3 minutes. We're just looking for a nice little brown, and we want to get some of the chicken fat into the pot. Okay, after about 3 minutes, we'll go ahead and get those flipped with some tongs. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, just 3 minutes on the other side as well. And then we'll get those removed, and then we'll add in our mirepoix of celery, carrot, and onion. Okay, we'll get those into the pot, and we'll get those cooked around for about 5 to 7 minutes with a nice pinch of salt. Okay, once we see the onions start to get translucent and the carrots start to soften, we're going with about 2 to 3 teaspoons of minced garlic just until it's fragrant, and then we're going to come behind with some chicken stock. Okay, being sure to kind of scrape that bottom and get anything left on the bottom to help you build that flavor, that fond. Okay, then we're going to add our bouquet garni of parsley, thyme, and fresh bay leaves. We'll drop those in, and then we'll go seasoning. We'll go paprika, rosemary, onion powder, garlic powder, a bit more black pepper, and a nice big pinch of salt. Okay, we'll get that all mixed in. We'll get a lid on, and we're going to add our partially cooked chicken back in, all three thighs and the juices as well. Okay, we'll get the lid on that. We'll let that cook for about 5 to 8 minutes, and then we'll remove the chicken. Just check it with a thermometer to make sure it's done. You don't want anybody to get sick. Better safe than sorry. And then once you do that and the chicken's good, we'll get it removed, and then we're gonna shred it. But before we shred it, and while the broth is still going, we're gonna add in a cup of white rice. Okay, long grain basmati rice. You can do long grain white rice, your rice of choice. Okay, just get it in and get the lid on top. Okay, and you're gonna let that cook for about 12 to 15 minutes, just until that rice gets nice and tender. Okay, while that's cooking though, we're gonna shred that chicken up with a couple forks. You can shred it with the shredder claws. You can use a knife and just cut it into bite-sized pieces. The choice is yours. And then we'll check back after about 15 minutes. We'll get that bouquet garni removed, and then we're gonna go back in with that shredded chicken. Okay, we're just gonna mix it right in with our rice that's been cooking. I tasted it; it was nice and tender, so it's ready to go after about 14 minutes. Like I said, we'll get that chicken in, we'll get it mixed. And one of the most important steps of cooking is always taste your food and then see how it tastes, and then adjust your seasoning. If you need more salt or more, herbs and spices. Okay, I added my chicken in, and then I went in with I tasted my soup. Okay, it was good, but it needed a nice pinch of salt and a nice handful of fresh parsley. Okay, to kind of bring this soup home. And then let's go plating. It's ready. We'll go a bowl and just a couple of those spoons of that chicken and rice soup. If you want a little extra kick, you can go a couple squigs of hot sauce. But this is simple.